Hey there, math superstars. Have you ever split a pizza with friends and wondered, how do I write that in math? Or maybe you've seen a number like 3/8 and thought, what does that even mean? Well, today we're going to crack the code on fractions. By the end of this video, you'll totally understand what numerators and denominators are, and fractions will feel like your new superpower. Let's dive in. So, what exactly is a fraction? A fraction is just a way to describe a part of something whole. Imagine you have a pizza cut into 8 slices. You eat 3 of them. How do you write that in math? You write 3 over 8, that's a fraction. The whole pizza is divided into 8 equal parts, and you took 3 of them. Fractions show up everywhere, in cooking recipes, sports stats, and even your grades. Pretty cool, right? Here's the secret decoder for every fraction. Every fraction has 2 parts separated by a fraction bar. The top number is called the numerator. That's how many parts you're talking about. The bottom number is called the denominator. That's how many equal parts the whole is cut into. Here's a memory trick. Denominator starts with D, and D stands for down. The denominator is the one down at the bottom. Boom, you'll never mix them up again. Let's talk about how to say fractions out loud because this trips a lot of people up. The numerator gets a regular number name. The denominator gets a special position name, like half, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So 1 over 2 is 1/2. 3 over 4 is 3/4. 2 over 5 is 2/5. And 5 over 8 is 5/8. Neat pattern, right? The denominator always tells you what kind of pieces you have. Parents, this is a great one to practice at the dinner table. Here's where it gets really interesting. Fractions don't just describe parts of a single shape. They can describe parts of a group. Imagine there are 5 students in a reading club and 3 of them love sci-fi. What fraction loves sci-fi? 3/5. The denominator is the total number of students, 5. The numerator is how many fit our description, 3. So fractions are super flexible. They work for pizzas, pie charts, sports rosters, candy bags, anything you can split into equal groups. Let's see fractions in action with everyone's favorite, pizza. Picture a pizza cut into 4 equal slices. Your friend eats 1 slice. What fraction did they eat? The whole pizza has 4 slices, so the denominator is 4. Your friend ate 1 slice, so the numerator is 1. That means they ate 1/4 of the pizza. See how the pie chart shows exactly 1 out of 4 pieces shaded? That's your fraction, 1 over 4. Now let's try another one. A different pizza has 6 slices and you eat 2 of them. Denominator is 6, total slices. Numerator is 2, slices you ate. So you ate 2/6 of the pizza. See the 2 shaded slices out of 6? That's your fraction right there. Now let's use fraction bars. These are like chocolate bars you can break into equal pieces. Imagine a chocolate bar with 5 equal pieces. You eat 3 of them. The denominator is 5 because there are 5 total pieces. The numerator is 3 because you ate 3. So you ate 3/5 of the bar. Watch the bar light up to show exactly which pieces you ate. Now let's try a harder one. A granola bar is split into 8 equal parts. You share 5 of them with your friend. The total is 8, so denominator equals 8. You shared 5, so numerator equals 5. That's 5/8. See 5 out of 8 sections highlighted? You're reading fractions like a pro. Ready to level up? Let's do fractions of a group. Imagine you have 10 stars. 7 of them are gold and 3 are gray. What fraction are gold? The total group has 10 stars, so the denominator is 10. The gold one's number 7, so the numerator is 7. The fraction of gold stars is 7/10. Let's check that visually. See the 10 stars with 7 highlighted? That's 7/10. Now let's try this. There are 12 students in a class. 4 of them are wearing hats. What fraction wear hats? Total students equals 12. Denominator is 12. Students with hats equals 4. Numerator is 4. So 4/12 of the class is wearing hats. See 4 highlighted out of 12? You've totally got this. Here's where it gets really cool. Let's talk about some special types of fractions. If the numerator equals the denominator, like 4 over 4, that equals 1 whole. You have all the pieces. If the numerator is 0, like 0 over 6, you have none of the pieces. That fraction equals 0. When the numerator is smaller than the denominator, we call it a proper fraction, like 3/4. That's a part of one whole. When the numerator is bigger than the denominator, like 7/4, that's called an improper fraction. It's actually more than one whole. We'll explore those in another video. Let's put it all together and compare two fractions visually. We have 1/2 and 3/4. Which one is bigger? Let's look at two circles side by side. The first circle is split into two equal parts with one shaded. That's 1/2. The second circle is split into four equal parts with three shaded. That's 3/4. Just by looking, you can see that 3/4 takes up more of the circle. Now let's compare them with fraction bars. The bar for 1/2 has 1 out of 2 sections filled. The bar for 3/4 has 3 out of 4 sections filled. See how the 3/4 bar is longer? So 3/4 is greater than 1/2. Visuals make fractions so much easier to understand. Here's one more powerful way to see fractions, on a number line. A number line goes from 0 to 1, and we can place fractions right on it. Let's mark some fourths. If we split the space between 0 and 1 into 4 equal jumps, we get 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4, which equals 1. Let's place 1/4 and 3/4 on our number line. See how 1/4 is close to 0, and 3/4 is close to 1? The bigger the numerator, the further right we go on the number line, and the closer we get to one whole. Number lines are great for seeing exactly where a fraction lives between 0 and 1. Okay, let's practice writing fractions from scratch. Look at this grid. It has 3 rows and 4 columns. That's 12 total squares. 8 of them are shaded. So what's the fraction of shaded squares? Total squares equals 12. That's our denominator. Shaded squares equal 8. That's our numerator. So the fraction is 8/12. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shaded squares out of 12 total. 8/12. You just wrote a fraction from a picture. That's a real math skill right there. See? Reading fractions is all about asking two questions. How many parts do I have? And how many parts are there in total? Answer those two questions and you've got your fraction. You are amazing. Look how much you just learned. Let's do a quick recap. A fraction represents a part of a whole. The numerator on top tells you how many parts you have. The denominator on the bottom tells you how many equal parts the whole is divided into. And remember our D trick, D for down, D for denominator. Whenever you see a fraction, picture a pizza, a bar, or a group of objects. Visuals make fractions so much easier. Keep practicing, and fractions will become your best friend in math. You've totally got this. Now go be a fraction superstar.